Yes, guys, it's your boy Horror. Welcome back to the Horror Squad and welcome to episode 107 of Reacting to my favourite YouTubers. Today I'm going to react to the Brickaniac. Now, I don't know how to say his name, the Brickaniac, whatever. So basically the Brickaniac is a YouTuber that does like Lego videos, so like Lego sets. So he does like stuff like horror set, Breaking Bad set, Walter White, Stranger Things set, Marvel set, stuff like that. And we're going to be watching one of his videos today. So what we're going to be watching is this one. I made like horror sets because Lego didn't want it. Now, basically the reason why I made this is because Lego doesn't want to make it because it's not for kids. But anyways, it's this.
At first, LEGO horror sets seem basically impossible, considering just how family-friendly LEGO likes to be. But in
yeah, they do like to be family-friendly. Also, it'd be cool to have like either like a LEGO horror movie or like horror movie references in the LEGO movie. That'd be cool.
In recent years, they've been doing a lot more adult-oriented sets, such as The Office, Friends, Seinfeld, and of course, Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Still, they have yet to
Also, Stranger Things is horror, so yeah.
do a set based on anything
So that's close to the horror set.
rated R. But what if they did? I mean, that would be incredibly
Pennywise, Chucky, and Freddy.
unexpected. However, it opened up the doors to a whole world of sets that wouldn't have been previously possible. And since Halloween is right around the corner, today we'll be
So this was made before Halloween, so yeah.
looking at what could happen if LEGO made sets based on horror movies. First off, when you think of horror and toys, what do you immediately think of?
Action figures.
That's right, Chucky. So I based the
Yeah.
first set off of the first Child's Play movie. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figures. Chucky uses the Lord
So basically, he's using like, I love that he uses the Dead Meat music. You know, for like when he does like the kills music from Dead Meat. So let's take a look at these Lego things.
Ramadan hairpiece in dark
Oh,
orange,
that's
and he has
good.
two facial expressions. A happy one to show the normal face that all the good guy dolls have, as well as a much more sinister one to show that he's been possessed. He's of course wearing blue overalls with the good guy logo on them, he's wearing a striped shirt underneath and red shoes, and finally his accessory is a small knife. Next is Andy Barclay.
Andy from Child Play 1 is so cute.
He uses the Luke Skywalker hairpiece in light nougat, and he has a smiling facial expression. He's wearing a red button-up shirt with white stripes and a yellow shirt underneath. He uses short legs in gray, and his alternative facial expression shows him much more frightened. The last character in the set is Karen Barclay. She uses the umbrage hairpiece and tan, and she has a smiling facial expression. She's wearing a pink sweater and dark tan pants, and her alternative facial expression shows the horrified look on her face when she finds out Chucky is alive. So here's the build for the
Oh yeah. Also, they did a good job creating the characters because they look exactly like them.
alternative facial expression shows the horrified look on her face when she finds out Chucky is alive. So here's the build for the Barclay apartment.
That's good. I love that Andy's name is in Scrabble letters. Also, I love that there's like toy soldiers. Also, that's an Easter egg to Child Play 2.
As you can see, it's built on a hinge, allowing you to either display the rooms side by side or have the doorways lead through to each other. First off is Andy's room, which is filled
I think this is a Chucky reference, but in Toy Story, the kid's name there's a kid named Andy. So I think that's a connection between Toy Story and Chucky.
is filled with a bunch of little Easter eggs.
Both of the kids are named Andy.
He has a blue bed with a teddy bear and a red car on it, and on the wall is the baseball bat that Chucky uses to knock Andy out. On the other wall is Andy's name written in Scrabble letters, as well as a good guy's yardstick referencing the second movie. Finally, on the floor are some army men, as well as the box that Chucky comes inside of. Now on to the other room, that being the living room. And starting off with the TV area, we can see the Good Guy show is playing on TV. There's a gray couch, and around the coffee table are one of Andy's presents, as well as the Good Guy's toy box and a hammer that Chucky uses to knock Maggie out the window. On the right side is the fireplace, which as you can see, you can trap Chucky inside
That's cool. It'd be cool if you could like light him on fire.
of, but it actually has a play feature allowing you to catapult Chucky out of it and have him attack everyone once again. So here's what the set looks like all together with all the
That looks good.
figures, and here's the box art that I made for this set. It is a pretty small
That's cool. I like that he put the title card of Child Play 1 on there, and I love he's put 18 plus. Show that it's not for kids.
set, but I still decided to give it the 18 plus box art since it is a horror movie. I'm really happy with how this set turned out. However, the last set in this video is more than 4 times its size. But I'm not quite done with it yet, so before we get to that, do you
how do you make that? It's so cool.
guys remember Bricktober packs?
No, I don't. I've never heard of them.
There were packs with 4 exclusive minifigures, and they used to have one for every week in October. And you'd get them at Toys R Us when that was still a thing. But unfortunately, when Toys R Us died, so did the Bricktober packs. Which is just
I prefer Smiths than Toys R Us, anyways.
so unfortunate because they were always giving us exclusive new figures from themes like Marvel, Ninjago, and Jurassic Park. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and make my own custom Bricktober pack based off of the legends of the horror genre. Starting off with the boogeyman himself, we have Michael
I
Myers.
didn't know Michael Myers was the boogeyman, but yeah.
His hairpiece is a slick back hairpiece in dark brown, and his face print is of course his iconic white mask. He's wearing a dark blue jumpsuit with a couple pockets, a gray undershirt, some black shoes, and of course his accessory is a knife. Next is Jason Voorhees, and he was extremely difficult because his iconic hockey mask would be pretty hard to replicate in
Okay, that's hard.
Lego, considering there is no official hockey mask piece. But I used this helmet piece with some printing on it, and I think it works really well. Anyway, he's wearing a torn up dark tan jacket with a gray shirt underneath, he has dual molded legs, and finally, his accessory is his signature weapon, the machete. The third figure in this Bricktober pack is Billy the Puppet from the Saw franchise. He uses the dark brown hairpiece in black,
We'll play a little game.
and he has red eyes as well as red swirls on his cheeks and a red smile. He's wearing a black suit with a red bow tie, and he has dual molded short legs to represent his red shoes. Finally, we have my favorite character in this Bricktober pack, Freddy Krueger. He's wearing a brown cowboy hat, and he has tons of printing on his face to represent how disfigured it is. He has a big toothy grin, and he's wearing his signature red and green sweater. He's also wearing brown pants, and finally, his accessory is his razor claw glove. So here's a look at what the
That's cool. Also, why have you put 6 plus on there? It's a horror movie. Put 18 plus on there.
box art could look like if this was a real Bricktober pack. But finally, it's time for the set that you've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
The house on Newbolt Street from It. And of course, we're starting off with the figures. First off is Bill Denbrough. He uses the Commissioner Gordon hairpiece from the Lego Batman movie in dark brown, and he has an annoyed facial expression. He's wearing a white shirt with dark blue sleeves, and he uses light blue mid-legs with shoes printed on them. Finally, his accessories are his yellow flashlight and Georgie's boat. Next is the only girl in the Losers Club, Beverly Marsh. She uses the Umbridge hairpiece in dark
I don't know why she has a key on her. I don't know why she has a key on her necklace.
orange, and she has a smiling facial expression. She's wearing a
I think it's a secret.
tan dress with flowers on it, brown shoes, and she has a key around her neck. And finally, her alternative facial expression is a worried one. After her is Ben Hanscom, or Egg Boy as Pennywise called him. He uses the Rex Dangervest hairpiece from the Lego Movie 2 in brown, and he has a grinning facial expression. His shirt has the solar system on it, as well as some claw marks from when Pennywise scratched him. I mean, look at this minifigure. He's leaking hamburger helper. Finally,
I love how he said hamburger helper, just like how Richie said it in it.
he has gray mid-legs with red shoes, his accessory is an egg, and his alternative facial expression is a scared one. Next up is Eddie
My favourite member of the Losers Club, Eddie. Also, when I watched Starman, I said that David looks like Eddie from It.
Casbrack the Hypochondriac. He uses the comb-over hairpiece in dark brown, and he has a sheepish grin on his face. He's wearing a salmon-colored polo shirt, and he has tan legs, as well as some shoes and socks printed on them. His accessory is a cast, and finally, his alternative facial expression is a disgusted one. After doing an entire series of Stranger Things videos, I've gotten pretty good at drawing Finn Wolfhard in Lego.
Also, have you guys noticed that Richie's played by Finn Wolfhard? I noticed that.
So I think Richie is one of the best figures in the Losers Club. He uses the Luke Skywalker hairpiece in black, and he has a laughing facial expression. He's wearing glasses, as well as a sand blue shirt and black legs, and his accessory is a baseball bat. And finally, his alternative facial expression is a scared one. After Trash Mouth is Mike Hanlon. He uses the FN287 hairpiece in black, and he has a scared facial expression. He's wearing a short sleeve gray shirt, and he has a gun that was used on the sheep as his accessory, and finally, he uses mid-legs in dark tan. The final member of the Losers Club is Stanley Uris, and he uses the J hairpiece from the Lego Ninjago movie in brown. He also has a slight grin, and he's wearing a dark red button-up shirt. He has dark blue legs and some brown shoes, and his alternative facial expression shows him really annoyed with some bandages over the bite marks from Pennywise on his face. Here's a group shot of all the Losers Club
That's cool. I like that.
standing together. But the last figure in this video is of course Pennywise the Dancing Clown. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever spent this long on a figure before, and a decent chunk of that time was spent making the hairpiece. Pennywise has an incredibly distinct hairstyle, and I wanted to replicate that as well as I could, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. Anyway, Pennywise has yellow eyes and a grin on his face, as well as a bunch of face paint. He's of course wearing a gray and red clown suit, as well as some brown shoes, and his alternative facial expression shows him with his mouth open, ready to eat someone. And of course, his accessory is simply a red balloon. Onto the build, that of course being the well house on Newbolt Street. The hardest part about this build was the roof, because it has a ton of intricate angles which were really hard to pull off, but I think it ended up looking really good. In the front are some steps leading you to the front door, which leads you right on into the interior. Since this house is only occupied every 27 years, you can see the inside looks really abandoned. There's a dark green couch which looks like it's rotting, and a cobweb cabinets, as well as the table that Richie broke his fall on. And behind Pennywise is the refrigerator. Georgie's.
Oh, that's where Georgie's arm went. If you guys are wondering, where did Georgie's arm go when after Pennywise bit it off? Well, he went to the neighbour house. And he put it in the fridge. So that's where it went, in the fridge.
Georgie's arm and Betty Ripsom's other shoe. In the first room on the second floor, we can see Bill deciding which room. It's actually a play feature. If you turn the knob, you can table which can hinge down and make it look like Richie gets scared by Pennywise. As you can see all together, and
that's cool. That's really cool. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was episode 107 of reacting to my favorite YouTubers, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out and bye.